Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for December. I hope you're well. I am going to take a second just to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Virgo out there, so guys, just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse, so if it is resonating with you, get in where you fit in. But as always, please don't try to force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Virgo? Virgo. Virgo. All right, Virgo, you're starting out with the Empress in the reverse. You have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And coming out together is the Two of Pentacles reversed along with the Page of Cups reversed. So I can see that there's some sort of a karmic cycle or a karmic lesson that's being experienced here. It does involve loss, and that loss is created through instability of some sort or not being built on a solid foundation. This has created an ending and a loss. With the Empress in the reverse, be careful that you're not in a poverty mindset or chasing after either money or relationships. There's, with the Empress in reverse, there's a need to understand and really examine your value and your self-worth, because sometimes that can speak to self-esteem issues that would have likely gotten kicked off through some sort of loss, or perhaps feeling that you just are not enough or don't have enough currently in your life. So just examine that. If it's not for you, let it go to somebody who it is for them. With the Two of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Cups reversed, this is indicating again that you might not be doing something here that you earn your money that you really love doing. So that could be affecting you as well. I am seeing this energy of perhaps your money is not solid, it's not stable, or you may have had a recent financial loss, and this is causing you to be in a situation where you're kind of having to rob Peter to pay Paul a little bit. So be careful with your finances here as well. I do feel like you've made a decision to pull back a little bit with regard to someone that you have feelings for. There was an ending perhaps between you and this person, or you just feel like it's not stable. But I feel like at some point you were very nurturing in this connection, and now you've pulled back and you're not nurturing this situation any longer. So let's see who might be in your energy. I can see a little bit of an energy of you struggling a bit, this week. So just really kind of examine these things because you do have the Empress, but it's in the reverse. And so you want to turn that Empress around into more of a prosperity mindset. All right, so let's see who is in Virgo's energy. Show me who's in Virgo's energy. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles. And coming out together is the Ten of Pentacles reversed along with the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, so this person might be a little jealous of you. I do feel like this is somebody you've had this ending with. And this person feels that you in some way, like they feel... if it's a male, they feel a bit emasculated. If it's a female, this person could be feeling jealous of you. I do feel like they're still kind of holding on to your energy here. They're a bit guarded, and it has to do with this ending. They also are trying to make it appear like they don't care, like there's not a problem in the world. But I don't feel like that is necessarily really their energy. It's a cutting energy this person does have. There is some sort of a female, possibly an older female, like a mother or a grandmother even. An older female is affecting this person's judgment too. And it kind of makes this person hype up a little bit into that cutting energy. So let me see the energy between Virgo and this person. Show me the energy between Virgo and this person. Yeah, there's been an ending here. Two of Cups. At one point, the two of you were on the same page. You were seeing things the same. There was a lot of love here. And you were very nurturing to this person at some point. But at this point, this is not the case. The two of you, it looks like there's been an ending. And I definitely see that in both energy and the shared energy. But I also feel like this person, there was somebody that was in the background that was affecting this person's energy in some manner. And your insecurities perhaps within, came out during this connection as well. So that may have also affected this. Let me see what's affecting the connection. Eight of Swords. Yeah, this connection is causing you a lot of anxiety right now. You're both overthinking things. You're both up in your head. This person's really guarded. You feel like nothing here is stable. There's a lot of anxiety that's affecting this. A lot of overthinking, feeling trapped, feeling tied to the situation. Show me the outcome at the end of the week for Virgo. Show me the outcome at the end of the week for Virgo. This person is keeping an eye on you in some form. The Star. You could be dealing with somebody that's in the public eye. Or you could be in the public eye. But the Star is a card of healing. Yeah, it's a card of hope returning and healing. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is underlying energy, and this does indicate to me that, Virgo, you are likely single. And if not, you're very independent, and you definitely, hold down your own. Now, this is Pretty Princess energy. It's the Empress in the lower arcana. So your normal, everyday kind of energy is more like the Empress. But this relationship, this connection, or whatever this karmic lesson is, kind of pulls you out of that energy a little bit. I do like that the underlying energy is a strong, independent, and financially secure person. So let's clarify your reading. Spirit, why is the Empress in reverse for Virgo? Could be dealing with an Aquarius. I also see Taurus, another Virgo, or a Capricorn. All right, so we have the Chariot reversed, the Moon in reverse. Hold on, your other card, Lou. Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups reversed. Yeah, so what ended this connection is some kind of secret came out. Something came out possibly about somebody who was juggling. I feel like you kind of put the brakes on. The connection ended at that point, and you've been trying to get your balance back ever since. So it definitely was a wobble in your vibration here. But you are slowly getting your balance back, but you struggle sometimes. So let me see why the Ace of Pentacles is here. It also may have placed you in a financial situation that you don't care for. All right, Queen of Swords reversed. Ooh, you cut this person out because of deceit. Seven of Swords. Yeah, you cut this person out. And because of deceitful behavior. That's why this ended. That's why there was no stability here. Yeah, you could be very angry with this person as well. I feel like you don't even want to talk to them, and you feel like there's still deceit that's present here. That's what keeps playing over and over in your mind. Some of you are wondering why you couldn't see it. Okay, Five of Pentacles reversed, Eight of Cups, and the Two of Swords in the reverse. So I do feel like whatever it is that you've lost, particularly financially, you're gaining that back, okay? So whatever you've lost relationship-wise, emotion-wise, financial-wise, it is coming back to you. And that's what you have to know. You walked away from a situation that, because you didn't feel like your emotions were safe with this person. You were angry. There was a loss of stability in the connection because of deceit. So you made this decision to walk away from this situation. And I feel like it has created some instability. But just remember that everything that you've lost is going to return to you. Now, a few of you also may have decided to move towards someone new. And I feel like you may be walking away from that person as well because it's not an equal and balanced connection. So just take that if it resonates with you. All right, so let's look at this person's energy. Spirit, what is the Nine of Swords in reverse for the person in Virgo's energy? Yeah, very strong Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands reversed. And we have the World in reverse. So this person feels like things are not complete between the two of you. I do feel like this person does hold you in high esteem, but there's a sense here of possible jealousy. And it may be, if you're dealing with a man, like I said, they may feel emasculated in some form. If you're dealing with a female here, this person may feel like that somehow, how do I word this? If you're dealing with a female, they may feel jealous of you, like you have more than them or something. I do feel like this is somebody who is avoiding the connection at this point because they don't want to argue or fight. If there has been conflict between the two of you, they do want to end that. They may be acting unbothered, but it's because they don't want to lose face in front of you. So just be aware of that. They are still very focused on you. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Leo energy present. Yeah, they want to talk to you. Ace of Swords and the Strength card. This person has been working on themselves. I do feel like they may still be holding a little bit of a grudge, and they are very guarded, but they do want to talk to you. They want to bring truth and clarity into the situation. Let me see. For some of you, if you had some sort of deceitful energy in your behavior in this relationship, this person could still be holding a grudge because they feel that they finally got clarity, and they could be kind of holding a grudge against you for that. But they are working on themselves. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Or the bottom energy, all of it? All right, so we have the Ace of Cups reversed. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the Eight of Swords reversed. So this person just absolutely does not want you to know how much anxiety they've experienced, how much, regret that they have. This person's actually very sad at the ending of this connection. But they don't want you to know this. They're literally hiding that information from you. I see it in two different places. They feel very drained right now. There's a need for this person to put that self-love and care into themselves currently, because it does look like they're blaming the ending of this connection on you. And I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying that's how they're viewing it. They feel like you freed yourself from the connection. And they keep looking back at everything that happened, and they're wondering, did Virgo really love me? Did Virgo ever really love me? So I feel like this person is struggling. They are still kind of holding on to you. Let me see the energy between Virgo and this person. All right, we have the Fool in reverse. We have Judgment in reverse. This person is feeling judged by you. Oh, actually, it's you. You may be feeling judged by this person, particularly if you were the one who ended the connection, or if there was anything deceitful on your behalf. If there was deceit on your behalf, it was with a new person, and that likely did not work out, but it also wound up with you walking away from that as well. But I'm seeing here that you feel like you made a poor judgment call with this person, either in the relationship itself or within the ending. There's a sense here of having made a poor judgment call. There was a decision that needed to be made. You kind of went back and forth. You weighed up the pros and cons. And then something was revealed that was the tipping edge. And there could be some regret with regard to that. If you are looking for a reconciliation with this person, I feel like, you know, they may have considered it as well, but they fear becoming involved with you again. Just take that if it resonates for you. But I do feel like this is somebody who is basically saying that you're afraid to, you know, move into any kind of connection. You're afraid to resolve conflict because they don't feel like everything is completely over. And I do feel like they'd like to have an honest conversation with you. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Why is the Eight of Swords here for the person in Virgo's energy? All right, we have the Page of Wands reversed, and we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you're not talking to this person, but it's because there was something that was deceitful. There's some anger here. There was somebody that was cut out. Either you cut them out. It looks like you're the one who cut them out. And I feel like you're not really open to talking to them. And in fact, you kind of feel like this person is deceitful, like they are spoiled, that they're immature. When they don't get their way, they act out. And I feel like you're worried about having any kind of conversation or meeting up with this person to try to talk things out. I feel like that causes a lot of anxiety because you feel like they're gonna act up. I will tell you this person is showing some codependent energy, but again, that's something that they're working on. It looks like they may have had a financial loss that they're worried and concerned about. They may tell you about that. I also feel like with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, there was a lack of respect that was shown in this connection as well. I can tell you now, this person didn't want this to end, and that's why they're holding on to you. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome for Virgo at the end of the week. All right, Page of Cups, Six of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. All right, so at the end of the week, I do feel that there's going to be some kind of a breakthrough between you and this person. Again, I'm seeing somebody who might be in the spotlight in some form. There's a sense of recognition here. Somebody's a star. So there could be like one of either you or the other person could be in the public eye in some form because there's a sense of recognition here. But with regard to the two, between the two of you, I do feel that this person is moving on towards somebody new. It is going to be a successful relationship. And what it's going to do is this person has learned the lessons from the past. And I do feel like that's going to help them to become more successful in what they're doing. But it's also going to open the door to some sort of healing between you and this person. Now, I do feel like in your energy here, you've been very patient with this person. I do feel like you've made the decision that you don't want to be back with them, but I also feel like you're being very patient, and it may have to do with finances or money that's helping you make that decision here. Like I said, there's a little bit of robbing Peter to pay Paul. There's something to do with an investment. I don't know if the two of you shared an investment. If you did, or you've made a recent investment, it's going to be successful, so that's good. But I do feel like this person here is moving forward, and somehow that opens the door to resolving the problems that are here, because it looks like you're a little bit at an impasse, and then somebody new is injected in this situation, and it creates an opening. It creates healing. This person may apologize to you, or they may reach out to you in a loving manner. And like I said, I see you being very patient with this person, especially if money is involved, because you're realizing that that patience is what's going to bring back what was lost with regard to money or finances. But I feel like you don't have the feelings and emotions for this person. I do see someone new in their energy. I just see this energy of you knowing that if you're going to have the success, if your hopes are going to be realized, you have to be patient with this person. And again, I'm seeing that this person can be rather immature. There's a recognition in your energy of that. And in fact, that may have caused some of the energy of deceit that we see. I also feel like for some of you, you may have moved towards someone new, but it does look like that did not work out. And it looks like you made the decision to walk away from that. So I feel like there's something about finances involved with this, and you're being patient with this person, even though they're immature, because you know that that's what's going to bring about the desired outcome. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. That's underlying energy, and it does indicate that there was heartbreak in this situation. This was a very painful breakup. And I feel like that was for both sides. I feel like each of you became single. It was most likely third-party energy in some form. Now, third-party energy doesn't necessarily mean a third person. It can be a different situation, or, you know, whatever was being placed above the relationship. Either way, it caused heartache, you know, and that's still present here. That's still something, particularly on this person's side, that is being dealt with. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card, Virgo, and we will see if there's further advice. You have number 40. It says, keeping up, immense effort and advance. So give me a second and I'll read that for you. All right, so it says, a time of very hard work, getting ahead, determination and resolve to push through into the next stage. The urge to improve your status and be rewarded. And you know, it does look like you're going to. So this could even be for you, Virgo. You could be getting some sort of promotion or recognition within your workplace, because I see you working very hard, and I do feel like you've invested in something that aids you financially. All right, but it says the urge to improve your status and be rewarded, moving quickly with strength and stamina. A great deal to process and integrate. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Virgo. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Virgo, know that you are love, and namaste.